Hi Leo, this is Lunarticks Tarot with a reading for anyone who identifies with your lion energy during the time surrounding the partial solar eclipse taking place today, August 11th, 2018. This final eclipse is happening during a super new moon in your sign. So happy birthday to you, Leos. And since we're looking at the energies leading up to and surrounding this super new partial eclipse, this reading might be applicable to the entirety of August for some, and it might only be applicable to just this day or weekend for others, or anywhere in between. It might not resonate at all for some of you. In which case, I just want to remind you to always feel free to, please always feel free to check your sun, moon, and rising signs along with any other signs that interest you. So we've got your reading, Leos. I'll let you look with me. Now this is facing me still. There's your card showing up, the Strength card, but on the bottom of the deck you do have Judgment reversed. I will flip this around for you once I feel like I have a good read on it. It looks like you're adapting to a new way of being currently, Leos, and I think you are at the same time still detaching from the old way of being, or something that was really significant and connected to that old way of being. Sorry. Okay. And probably, you know, in need of forgiving yourself at this time. I think you're detaching from something that created an imbalance in your life. Probably a mature, but sometimes selfish, masculine, earth energy that was a partner of sorts to you, not necessarily a romantic partner, but a partner of sorts and possibly a romantic partner. And they're still on your mind. When your ego is quiet, there's something deeper than your ego, in your mind, in your heart, possibly even your soul, that is connected to this energy that you were very attached to, addicted to, and that you are, you know, and whom you are adjusting to life without. Now, if it isn't an earth energy, and just because I'm saying it's masculine doesn't necessarily mean that it's a man. Could just be the masculine aspects or sides and traits of a woman. But if it's not an earth sign, then it's someone who embodies those traits and was potentially a family man to you, someone practical. And I also got the message before recording for you all that it could be a Libra that you're stuck on at this time. I didn't intend for this specifically to be a love reading, and I'm not saying that it has to be romantic. That could be in a romantic sense. It could be just a Libra energy that is blocking you in some way, challenging you in some way. Possibly the law itself, legalities, injustices of sorts, a Libra boss, a Libra roommate, family member, friend, etc. And or just imbalance in your life in general, which Temperance in reverse also suggests. I think also, mostly because of Justice having come out before I started recording, I think also everything I'm talking about, this situation for you has to do with the truth that you could no longer deny. This is all rooted in the King of Cups, a mature, calm energy, a mature, masculine water sign, perhaps a mature, masculine water sign or watery energy drew your attention away from this Earth or Libra sign, possibly, but it's also likely that this represents the mature, calm aspect of you, even though you are a fire sign, Leo, that unearthed that truth that couldn't be denied that I was just talking about. It's also likely that that truth had to do with realizing that type of King of Cups energy, one who observes their own emotions and others' emotions and acts, accordingly. Keeps their cool where others may not, etc. Is more the type of energy that truth was about you realizing that King of Cups energy was more the type of energy you wanted to embody in your home and or work life, that you wanted to partner, again, not necessarily in a romantic situation sense, but possibly. In the recent past, you've seen success in detaching from your old way of life, old partner, old addiction, possibly, whatever you were very attached to in this situation, what or whomever. Some of you may have even felt a slave to this person or thing or way of life. But in the recent past, you've seen success, possibly just, financially and in terms of your resources, but in the sense of beginning to overcome this, because those are your, well, you have 3 major arcanas showing up in this spread. And most significantly then I see is what represents you, who you are around this time, what you're faced with, and what you don't see about that. Because the bottom of the deck to me is what goes unseen from this spread. So you know, and the Devil card was what I was going to say, and then the Devil card is showing up in reverse. So I take that to mean, you know, this definitely could be representing that you've seen significant success in overcoming that attachment. And maybe it does have to do with your finances. Maybe it was your dependency on a job you didn't like, and you've realized how to start cultivating financial independence recently. That's completely possible. In the near future, you have a decision to make, and it needs to be made. Let's get a clarifier on that decision that needs to be made. Now another one turned around. Oh, it's underneath there. So in the near future, a decision regarding divine masculine energy and the moon reversed. Okay, so the truth I was talking about, it could have been regarding a divine masculine energy in your life. Again, I see earth energy, I saw Libra energy specifically, and there is also masculine water energy showing up, though that felt more like you, like I said, but there are both messages present. Whether that masculine energy that's showing up is you or an energy exterior to you, this decision in your near future is about them, likely about that truth that is connected to the divine masculine. Let me sit with the moon for just a second. It has so many faces for me in my readings. I'll spin this around for you. So that while I'm sitting with the moon for just a minute, you can see what else you see for yourself in the entire reading. That's all of that. Okay. I think, you know, you have a decision to make, but you don't have all the relevant information about that divine masculine energy, which definitely leads me to believe the messages for divine masculine energies is more for those who see this message as this divine masculine energy being outside of themselves. At least this one here that's on your mind, and the clarifier showing up in your decision, I think. And that's also Aries energy, fire energy. But then again, I mean, the number 33 might be significant to you, which I think is, you know, the beginning of something divinely inspired, that's supported by the divine for you. And what you're afraid of is doing work that you don't like, being stuck in a job that you don't like. So in this decision in your near future, you know, if it's not about a partner, you know, it could be, the Emperor could be representing a boss here. It could be a decision about your work and your job, and you don't have all the relevant information concerning your boss. And then you have the Empress reversed also showing up. So if it is a romantic partnership situation, then being faced with this decision concerning your divine masculine without having all the information you need makes you sad and or ill, not able to embody your full feminine power. If this reading resonates with you in the sense that the divine masculine we're talking about is just the divine masculine part of yourself, then I think in the near future you're faced with a decision and you're struggling with it because you don't have all the information about yourself, and you're looking for it in your masculine traits, and you're looking for it in a masculine way, and it's the divine feminine part of yourself that holds the answers that you need. Probably, you know, in general, she'll tell you to follow your heart as far as what you want to do in terms of your career and your job. Will be more about the decision that is healthy for your spirit and your emotional life, rather than what is practical and financially responsible, right? And for some of you, what's going unseen from this situation is your need to forgive yourself. And that, I think, is the key that unlocks you allowing yourself to focus on the work, the project, the passion that excites you, that your heart is truly invested in. And in the final outcome here, so by the resolution of this situation, like I said, for some it might be this weekend, for some this could apply to the whole month. But by the resolution of this situation, you are allowing yourself to invest time and energy in again what you're truly passionate about, and you've made the first decision concerning that. You're moving forward with it. You feel confident about it. You're established in some sense. And again, I think the key to unlocking that potential, that progress, that next step has to do with forgiving yourself. Some of you might think it's all about forgiving someone else, and it also includes forgiving yourself. Some of you may be afraid of the karma you feel like you have to face when you acknowledge, you know, what you need to forgive yourself for. But the guilt leaves you lost in your mind. And the divine and Gaia and the natural cycles of things can give you every opportunity in the world to pursue your passions, to pursue your own evolution and growth and healing. But if you're lost in your mind, you'll lose that opportunity every time anyway. As advice, on the bottom of the deck, on the bottom of the clarifier deck, you have the Four of Pentacles. As advice. Yeah, I think you're guarding your time and your energy and your money and your resources so much that you're not letting things flow out, and so nothing can flow in. For example, because you've got your divine masculine in the upright while the divine feminine shows up reversed, just as an easy example, you know, if you focus all your time and energy on budgeting and planning and financing and saving and working jobs that make the most money, of course you won't have time for to grow a business or a passion project or a hobby that needs to start slow and figure itself out as you get better at it, right? You have to be willing to sacrifice some hours on the clock or the responsible decision here and there to follow your heart, follow your dreams, follow your passions, follow what makes you happy. And if you want those things in your life, you don't have to. Many people live their whole lives and they don't. And as readers, I do agree that we should not tell you what you should do. I see that, and I accidentally do it, and I'm trying not to. But no one else is going to do that for you. If you want those hobbies, passions to be a bigger part of your life, you know, no one else is going to do that for you. And you've got the Truth, the Ace of Swords, clarifying the Judgment card in reverse, which can say, you know, you're unable to forgive yourself for something, you're staying lost in your mind and guilt, like I was talking about. And I think that this is saying, you know, the truth shall set you free, Leo. Whether it's about forgiving someone else or yourself, if it's about someone else, it may be about forgiving yourself for having wasted your time on that person or that situation or that attachment, addiction, etc. Okay, so this is a little longer than I wanted it to be already. And I think I'm going to leave you there, Leo. If you need a personal reading from me, I'm not sure if I said this at the beginning of the video already, but if you need a personal reading from me, you can reach me at LunarticksTarot@gmail.com. My services are listed in the description of the video below, and I am accepting requests for free personal readings. Just know that it will take about a month to get the reading back to you at this point. That's just the point that I'm at with them. But if you need or want a reading quicker than that, my paid readings are sent to you within 3 business days. And I also have a rushed reading available now. So that one is sent to you within 24 hours of payment. So thank you to those of you who have already reached out for readings and supported the channel through donations and likes and comments and shares. Please do subscribe if you feel called to do so. And I love you, Leos, and I will be back with another tarot fix for you soon.